how
Thank you guys for watching that. That's based on a true story. We really did that. 11 grand. Sick. Good job.
Congratulations.
Congratulations to you.
Santoli, everybody.
Brendan Day. Cody Schultz. Brendan Day again. All right, any questions? Great, good night. Don't bother me, it's fine. You guys had fun and want to get out of here? No problem.
Back here.
How long did it take you to make?
Great.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for bringing your movie to us. We are so grateful. Can you introduce yourself and talk about your role in the film and the inspiration behind it?
Cody Schultz. Greg. This is all Paulie. Script, everything, locations, all of it. I'm just Greg in it, and it was an honor to be Greg. It was awesome.
Cody also helped produce the movie. He's being very helpful. We used his apartment, and Cody would kind of help. Paul Santoli, writer, director, producer, a little bit of everything. It's all good. Cody helped because he kind of helped discover Greg as the movie went on. I kind of wrote 2 Adams, and as scenes were happening, he was kind of help breaking that, and certain decisions. You really took Greg by the reins and made the movie more fair and pessimistic Italian. I'm a method actor, optimistic kid. He's a method actor, and it just worked. And I'm so happy you guys enjoyed the thing.
And I'm Brendan. I'm the editor. I've known Paul since, what I knew, 3rd grade?
3rd grade, yeah.
3rd grade. We've been working together, I think, now 10 years, working on internet videos. This is our first film in New York City. So thank you guys for coming out and watching it in the theater. It means a lot. I was just the editor. I did nothing else.
These guys are being so humble. Everyone was really helpful. I'm not going to sit here and take all the credit. He was very helpful. He was helpful. Everyone was helpful. You guys.
What you want to do next, man?
I have a rom-com I want to shoot in LA. I mean, we'd be open to a sequel. It would make sense. It would start with us being broke waiters, and I'd be continued to be angry. Pick up right where we left off.
We're seeing an angle here, broke.
We have money, then there's no point.
I'd like to stay in the world of that old school Jim Carrey, Sandler, 90s comedy and kind of bring back that good vibes and / the people who are watching it almost want to be a part of it, that rhythm. And I grew up with sitcoms and just looked like a fun time, and I just kind of built something, brought some great people in, and we had just as much fun. I hope you guys had fun watching it because we had a blast, making this thing. It was great.
What's the hardest part about what you're doing that we don't understand watching?
Most people get permits, and I do it the Italian way. And I like the Rose Bowl, I got 10 minutes before. I just cold called them and pretended we wanted to take some photos. And
it was incredible.
Yeah, you slip them a $100 bill, you explain the scenario. I'm not going to tell you who it was. God forbid this goes viral. And, John gets fired. No, it's not John.
I'll also say, this is a comedy, and when I was putting this together with Paul, it's just us in the room, so we're seeing all these jokes land, and Paul's laughing a lot. And I'm like, it's funny, but is everyone else going to get this? Are they really going to laugh when they're laughing here? And, sitting in the back and kind of hearing everyone laugh when they're supposed to laugh, and even in places where I didn't expect it, it's really cool to see, and you learn a lot, kind of like watching it in a crowd, in an audience like this. So that was the hardest part for me, was figuring out if the jokes, all of Paul's great jokes, if they're going to work or not. This is going to be good. This is going to be good. People are going to like it,
It's going to get canceled.
Just wait,
In the back here?
What was the budget that you guys worked with?
Great question.
If you want to share. Still rolling?
You want to say a number and I can give you a north and south?
I love The Price is Right, baby.
It was under $1 million.
Under $1 million.
It was under $1 million.
Okay.
South of $1 million, but it was over $250,000.
Sick. That's awesome. Follow-up question, was this your first feature that you all did together? First feature separately? Where have you been in the film industry so far?
So we've been doing sketch for a minute, and we made a movie called Because of Mika, which is on Prime, and then we were doing extra work on some TV show, and I think I just kind of pitched it to him, my second movie, and we did a table read, and it sounded like it could work, and so second movie with the 516 Productions, first movie with Cody, and we've been working together for a really long time, so it's cool that as more time goes on, I can not be in the editing room and kind of trust that he's going to make the correct decisions.
For sure.
So, yeah.
Gotta really know this guy to figure out how to make him look good.
Yeah. I'll take the train and walk 30 blocks and be like, you got to move that an inch. And he will, and he'll add some air, and then I'll be like, I'm going to go home now, thanks.
Working with Paul is interesting because there's a lot of times where he'll walk into a scene, he's like, all right, this is exactly how I want it to look. I want this angle, I want this take, I want this moment here, it's going to be great. Then there's scenes where he has no idea what he wants to do. I kind of have to figure it out, but I can kind of, step away for a bit, put it together, and I'm like, Paul, check this out. He'll sit down and watch. He's like, that's great, no notes, let's move on.
Yeah.
I'm like, brilliant, amazing. So it's a nice little combination of that, I would say.
Yeah.
Anyone else?
How did you go about casting Amy Lyndon?
Amy, I did a short film with a homie named Luke, and she was on that short, and she did great. And then I pitched her the script, and I read it. She said, I'm in, and I said, you locked. And yeah, Amy was cool, because she's an acting teacher in Los Angeles, and I felt like her style was like on a different level, and her technique. And yeah, Tina, she did she was in like another world. She was a really good actress. And if I ever had small talk about like what she's doing later, she'd be like, no, I'm in character. Like, you can't. And I was like, okay. But I get it, because she's so good. So, like, I would be in the other room talking about the Jets or whatever, you know?
We'll talk about the rest of the casting. How did you get to everybody? And did you choose, when you wrote it, did you choose your own? I mean, you focused on what you were going to be doing and then around you?
Yeah. I mean, I wrote Adam for myself. And then once I picked Cody was working on a pilot. We grabbed like 4 or 5 actors from there. A lot of day players were almost on the fly. Like the dude at the taco truck was our production assistant, and I pitched him like 5 minutes out. And I was like, you want to hop in this? And he did. So some of it's on the fly. Some of it was prepped. We casted a few people through a casting website, but most of it was word of mouth. And I wanted to go off of like, okay, his roommate is Sam. Sam's hilarious. Those two, they recommended someone. We'll just keep playing that recommendation game, and you kind of keep it all in the family. And I think with that, people understand that whatever kind of movie it is, if they're attached to it and they explain what it is, getting them in versus me going to them is a little easier. So that's kind of how we went to it. Yeah.
I love the editing. I'm sorry to try to.
Oh, yeah. Brendan, yeah.
I love the editing. I really do.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
It's a good pace. Santino did great. He had a blooper.
Yes, we have some
He was only there for 15 minutes before you guys called trial labor laws. Yeah, he was there like, I was there at 8 a.m. You know, he came out at 10. He was in at 10:30. We played some video games. He had a good day. Yeah.
We have our co-writer here as well.
Daniel Gualajara is here.
Thank you guys for coming and supporting and everything. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Our assistant editor in the back,
Angelo.
Hi.
Yeah.
Made my job way easier.
Santoli's are here.
Some Plain Edge lacrosse guys are in the building right now.
Whoa.
Some All-Americans.
How long did it take you to shoot the movie?
25 days. This is I would shoot for 19, go edit with Brendan, and then you come back for pickups, but I only want to come back for pickups once. So you want to capitalize on those 12-hour days. You don't want to waste that time. So like you do 19 days, and then we'll edit like 65 minutes, and then we'll come back, we'll clean the 15, we're out of there. That's why Cody's hair was a little longer in the ambulance scene, because it was a year later. When he got out, he was all luscious. He's like, don't worry about it, man. I was like, where you been?
I noticed that, Paul.
Yeah.
Point out.
No, he knows that. He knows
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I gave it away.
I'm curious how long it took you to write it, and then how long your pre-production process was.
We wrote it in like 20, 25 days.
More or less, a little bit less than a month, yeah.
I cold called him on page 30, bless you. And I said, if you had to get COVID, what would you do? And he gave me a good answer. And then all of a sudden, we began that journey. And I was in New York. I went back to LA, and we hit that. And then pre-production was 9 months. I prepped. I spent 6 to 9 months like mastering the script, getting the locations, locking team, calling the Italian favors, and that way, like October 31st, it was like, okay, all these things are 31st through November. That's when we got to do this. And that's what we did.
Editing took, it was on and off. I was kind of working some jobs and doing my free time, but there was a moment last year in May, I called Paul. I'm like, Paul, I got some bad news and good news. Bad news, I just got laid off from my job.
Hyped.
Good news, I can work on the movie now. I have plenty of free time, and that really sped things up to get us here today.
This is the second movie where Brendan got fired, and then he edited my movie. So I call his company, and I go, hey, I just want to let you know who Brendan really is. And then he'll call me and go, I got fired. And I'm like, oh,
Second time in a
you
row.
can edit.
Oh my God.
Stuck with this guy.
Divine intervention.
But yeah, it's a crazy process, you know.
So can you talk about like wearing the bunch of hats during the production and like what came first on the day of, right? So like when you're directing, when do you switch into acting and vice versa? And like are you watching the take that you just did each time? Or how does that go?
No, I think I've done so much sketch with Brendan, and I'm so used to wearing so many hats that I grew doing that, where I'm actually more comfortable doing it than not. Because I've acted in some stuff, and some of it's junk, so I get mad, and it's Italian ego and pride, where I was like, I'll just do it, you know, no big deal. But when I'm acting with Cody, I just feel like I could tell if he's full of crap or if I'm full of crap. And a big player is my director, my cinematographer is completely in charge of the shot list. We don't shot list it, I just trust his vision. I don't shot list my movies, we just go for it. And my script supervisor keeps it real. So I'll look at her, and if she gives me the thumbs up or says, let's do one more for fun, I really go off of her. I've just been so comfortable where like I could tell if you could feel the rhythm as you're doing it, if you could feel it, if you took it seriously.
Yeah.
And then after 3 or 4, I won't go past 5 takes. I feel like if it takes me more than 5, I shouldn't be doing this at all.
Yeah.
So it's a balance of that. And then as a director for this movie, I think what helps is, as a director, my goal was to make sure everyone was having fun more than like, we got to do this. And I set like 4 to 6 page goals where if we don't get the 6, we don't die. But at the same time, if we hit the 4, we have time to get 5. Now there's the dopamine of achievement. Now we're further along. So I wanted to create that illusion. Like with Hennessy's the first night, we added improv scenes. Cody wasn't supposed to be in it, but then we went into overtime, and then it almost felt like a failed night. So I took a day off, and then the next day we did 2 pages just to recreate the dopamine of like, okay, we're back, because everyone was all a little worried because we didn't get the 4, we got 3, and we weren't used to that, and it was 12 days in, people getting a little tired. So I cut a goal in half, and then we hit that goal, and then from there, everyone's like, okay, we're back, we're winning. Yeah. It's like throwing a pick before half, but you're still up 10. You're like, I'm gonna lose. Like it's you feel that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you directing yourself while you're performing ever?
No. Rephrase the question. I don't know if I'm
So
answering
when
that.
you're acting, are you ever in director mode still, where you're like, oh, I should be saying this way, or like this beat, I should cut him off here because in the edit it's gonna get screwed up. So like, is that something that you're ever present or aware of while you're acting?
Oh yeah, like for instance, the scene where I had to go into the supermarket. Like I told him, I was like, you can do whatever you want. There's one rule: you gotta tell me, just go cough on someone or see if someone will cough on you, because I knew that for the punch of that joke, you wanted the kid to be like, see if someone will cough on you. Like you wanted do that, and then I wanted that to be repeated. So I had light rules with it. But overall, I went into everything saying like, okay, everyone, we're here, we have to go here. As long as, they're like, Donnie's scene was a complete improv. I just had to get tickets. Like him and Cody were writing it in front of me, and I was just kind of sitting there quiet. I go, I guess Adam's just supposed to get these tickets. It's Greg's friend. So, they were like, yeah, I'm gonna slap you in the face, and like they're just going, and I'm just like, yeah, as long as we get those at the end of this, that's fine. So, yeah, but it's a really spiritual thing where it's like you letting people do their things versus like, when am I supposed to step in? Are we getting too far away? But God bless, we hit the nail on the head with this thing.
Yeah, congrats, man.
Thanks.
Yeah, it totally worked.
Appreciate it. Thanks. Yeah.
What
How
about
do you
rewrites?
pitch this up to the next level? I mean, it's quite a treasure.
Yeah, so I went to AFM, the American Film Market, and I didn't schedule any meetings. I didn't know that, but if you got 2 minutes, you could go in there and do your thing. And I just kind of put my chin up. Modern day Dumb and Dumber meets Weekend at Bernie's. Movie's done, and it's doing well. 82 minutes. It's quick, and there's 3 companies that want to see it.
Oh, great.
So I'm in that position right now, which is interesting because for the first one I wasn't, but now I am, because you could self-distribute. But I have, there was some companies where I caught that moment, so I have to send them a screener and see how that start swimming with the sharks. I'm curious how that goes as well. When I figure it out, I'll let you know.
Break the leg. Yeah.
What's the secret? Yeah, right place, right time, right company wants it, right spot, right ad.
I did have a question about the rewrites. Do you do rewrites on the fly? I mean, because you were talking about the improv part, and you know, you could kind of see that part was,
Yeah.
you know, and that's probably like an exciting part in the movie. Where we're watching it, and we're like, I think they're improving here a little bit, and, you know, the slap and things like that. But did you do rewrites on the fly, or like, you know, like TV shows will do that based on the laugh?
Totally.
As you were talking about.
Yeah, there'll be some moments where like we didn't have Amanda's scene where the breakup, like Alex, our DP, kind of wrote that with me, and we'll review since the movie's ever changing. We'll, you know, going into the next day, we'll review to make sure.
The laughs, right?
Yeah, you'll make sure like, okay, well now we're going down this road, and even Cody, Greg being in Hennessy's, he wasn't in it in the movie, and the day before he's like, I should be there because where would Greg be? Like Adam's on these, you know, trying to get COVID on at singles night. Greg should be there, and that was all kind of improv too. We just kind of went with some game on that, but we go in with rules almost. Some of it's to the T, but some of it's rules. But yes, it'll be the day before. We'll review what needs to happen.
You were pretty rough on him, and I was getting ready to have a tear.
Oh, it was terrible. What a bad friend.
Very emotional.
What a punk. Greg had my back. Adam was
Nightmare,
Oh,
friend.
man. Adam was, yeah.
Whole thing.
You just got dumb.
Terrible. You know, he bailed me out of the hospital. I should be in jail.
I think we have time for probably one more question. We have a final one.
Enjoyed the movie.
You adored the movie?
On that note, thank you guys so much for coming out tonight. Thank you for bringing
Thank you, everybody.
I believe that and those of you who have heard me say this already, forgive me, our convening place was supposed to be Reservoir, a bar around the corner, but I will have to check in and see if that's changed because apparently Reservoir is popping on a Saturday night.
Wow.
So it might be very busy.
So go there.